Here's the thing. I'm a master numerologist. I recognize numeric influences in all things, in all situations, in all stories, in all locations, in all life situations of any kind. So once you've attained that level of numeric awareness, you cannot backtrack. Me attempting to shove my awareness back into a religious box is simply nonsensical. It's energetically backward. I recognize and promote the validity of all religious and mythological stories as they relate to the spirit and our karmic paths. So I'm not diminishing that, but what I'm saying is that what's pulling the energetic strings behind the scenes in all these situations? Numbers, of course. Why do you think numbers are literally on every single page, near every single verse, in every single printed version of the Bible? You think that's a coincidence? You think Yahweh, the Christian God, is not a God of numbers? So no, I don't limit my spiritual awareness to a single book or a single story or a single perspective, especially when that perspective is incredibly patriarchal and clearly based on the biases of the writers of the times. And if you were aware of Christian scholars like Michael Heiser, who taught me that the majority of the Bible is actually not intended to be perceived as God's word, but is in fact recitation of the rules and the perspective of the time. But go ahead, keep arguing if that makes you feel better. So in closing, I recognize the validity of all gods. I recognize them as derivatives of the true source, regardless of the story, regardless of the religious practices. All these are representative of energies. And energies are best explained by numbers. That's my perspective. So you don't have to agree with me, but that's me.